Hello and welcome to what is apparently the 90th Tinto Talks, and we're today getting a little bit of a taste on what is coming in patch 1.0.10 or 1 or whatever. Because we're going to skip over 1.09. Apparently I saw a comment that maybe we're going to get a small little hotfix or something that's going to be called 1.09, but it's a smaller thing. And 1.010, which is probably what I'm going to start calling it because I can't be asked saying point all the time, is what we're going to get here. And hopefully we're going to get some good stuff. So, it is a happy Wednesday, so welcome to it. Today we're talking a bit about EU5. Yesterday, 1.08 was released, which was in open beta for a week. They could iron out blocking issues together with the community, and tomorrow they'll release an open beta for 1.10. Okay, so what are we going to get here? About 450 entries in the patch notes. There are quite a lot of things that pop to mind. So, we're going to get a new set of advances when forming Italy, Sokoto, Manchu, Kurdistan, Malacca, and Malaya. Okay, I like new advances. Like, forming a country right now, if you don't like the new flag and the new map color, for the most part, you probably shouldn't form a country, because there's not much you get out of it. Some countries are different, of course. Two Sicilies got some new stuff. If you form Spain as Portugal or Aragon, then you're going to get some Castilian flavored stuff as well, and Castilian advances, so that's always nice. But for the most part, right now, not so great. Having more, adding stuff for these guys, perfect, love that. Rebalancing of proximity, interesting. Reducing some sources, not so interesting. Okay. Making lakes and rivers impactful. And roads, when built, now ignore vegetation impact on proximity. Okay, I have things to say about this. Proximity, there are some things that I think definitely should have reduced proximity. And mostly I'm talking about the fact that if anyone wants to really boost their proximity, they flip to Muscovite culture and form Russia, because they have advances that trivialize proximity, and yeah, they shouldn't. They shouldn't. It was a kind of a large paintbrush to paint over the problem of Russia being historically a massive, massive country. The problem is, and that problem exists today as well, they just don't do anything other than with, like, 2 urban centers. Like, you got St. Petersburg, you got Moscow, and then you got fuck all else. And even the modern Russian government doesn't give a single shit about anything outside of those 2 cities. So Russia having all of these magical, proximity situation buffs is ahistorical as fuck. So yeah, that should definitely go away. Making lakes and rivers impactful, fantastic. Give Britain some more goddamn rivers, though. There is more than 2 rivers in all of England. Either that, or remove the requirement of a river for the Pound Block Canal. The whole point of a canal is that you're kind of creating a river anyway. Like, I'm creating this. This is man over God. Like, you made a river, sure, I made one too. I'm very unhappy with the way rivers are currently, in England specifically. Roads, when built, will ignore a vegetation impact on proximity. I love this change. There has been a mod that was released that kind of did the same thing, but instead of ignoring vegetation, it ignored topography, which I thought was crazy. Like, you've come up with the perfect solution, and then you fumble at the final hurdle. Like, we're not building tunnels through mountains, and if you go to the Alps today, you're going to be driving around on very windy mountainous roads that are not going to reduce your proximity between 2 cities. So, yeah, but reducing the impact of vegetation? Fantastic, that's actually perfect. I don't know why they chose, the mod developers chose topography, silly decision. This, perfect decision. Some buildings like marketplaces and market villages now increase market access. That's cute, that's fine, that's whatever. And of course, we're adding improvements to AI and UI as well, so here's 2 sneak peeks of quality of life features. We're now going to be able to see the production efficiency buffs that we get in a location when we want to build a building. So here we have the furniture factory, or whatever the hell it's called. I can't remember. Cabinet creator. I'm very bad at, remembering the names of all these things. But we'll be able to hover over this number and see, oh, these are all the buffs that I'm getting because of the various doodads. Lumber in Vicenza, that's giving me the buff. That's the one I think that is actually important. The fact that it's got 5 buildings also giving a little bit, but let's be honest, compared to having the RGO itself there, this is completely meaningless. So right now, you'll be able to see the production efficiency in every location where you already have a building, so you can determine where it's best to expand. And then this is the important part. They'll also be adding the support for unbuilt buildings as well. This is, yeah, because if I have a building, I just unlocked a new building, and I want to construct it, open the macro builder for it, and seeing if I only see the ones that have already got them built, there's obviously not going to be any of these here, and that's obviously not very good. But yes, this is fantastic. That they, hopefully this is out before we get hands-on, maybe, hopefully. Also here we've got, I never use this breakdown of buildings. I don't know. You can change the way that you see all of the buildings. This one is just never something I've ever chosen, but either way. You also see this total tax base and actual income for each category of buildings in the buildings tab now. Yeah, I don't use this breakdown, but sure, cool. That's kind of nice. I'm a fan of that. Tomorrow it's been 1 month since the release. So how have we played? How have you guys played the game so far? I've played it in a bunch of different ways, but we're going to be able to see who is the most popular start. So, the suggested countries tend to be rather popular, but some interesting analysis here. Of all games started, the most popular ones are Castile, Ottomans, Holland, England, Byzantines, Portugal, Yuan, Hungary, Muscovy, Brandenburg, Naples, France, Poland, Sweden, and Norway. I'm interested, right? Because, well, no, interested is the wrong word. Curious. I'm intrigued. How many of these have you actually played? For me, I have played them. I have not actually played the Ottomans yet, but they're on the list. Holland, of course. England, of course. Byzantines, of course. Portugal, I'm currently playing. Yuan, I have never opened up as them ever. I wonder what the percentage here is of people who then went and formed like Ming or Wu or something like that. Hungary, I've dabbled, but not really. Not going to happen. Brandenburg, I have. They need some work, though. Naples, yes. France, not yet. Poland, not yet. Sweden, yes. And Norway is the one I find pretty out there as a choice. Although, then again, wasn't that in the suggested starts list? I think that's an artificial buff there. I don't know about that one. The 5 most popular buildings: the market village, the irrigation system, the marketplace, the lumber mill, and the mason. The surprising one here for me is actually the market village. I don't build too many of those. Maybe I'm playing the game wrong, who knows. Quick glance at the estate privileges granted. You do like giving your peasants weaponry. Yeah, no, yeah, of course. And when it comes to modding, the most commonly used ones are various cheating menu mods, but the community flavor pack is rising dramatically in popularity. Cool, good to know. That's interesting stuff to glean and learn. Let's see, if I hit F5, is there any developer comments? No, there isn't. Because this did only come out like 16 minutes ago. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the update. Quality of life stuff is always going to be high on the list of things that I am going to demand and want and desire. So this is definitely, I'm very much enjoying this one. Again, though, I just want to be able to, when I'm building something on here to show me this is all of the RGOs that I have in this location. That's shouldn't be too difficult to have. Instead of like lumber in Vicenza giving this blah 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 number, just give me a little picture of the lumber, of the dyes, of the, whatever it is. That would be really nice. But yeah, love to hear what you guys think. So leave your comments and thoughts in the comments section below. And which of these have you not played? That's my question. Anyway, thanks all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Toodaloo.